What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of My Ego Fantasy. Today we are looking at PGL Major Antwerp Champion Stage of 2020, of course. Yeah, I have to say, hasn't gone quite as well as I would have hoped. Stage. Inters and Shiro were fine. They didn't qualify. Hiroki was okay. Electronic was okay. Zaiwo was fine-ish. Umich was actually pretty good. Just not the greatest. I would have hoped to be higher up. Let's just put it that way. But there's still some time to do something, and I think that I will maybe go for some riskier picks in this one, just so I could maybe get a bit higher in these. But first, of course, let's wipe our squad, and now we can pick players. So what do I mean with riskier picks? I think I have to go for maybe more ends players, for example, like or Spinks could be a good pick. I think Spinks probably has to be the #1 pick for me here. I'm trying to kind of eye some players. Could be very worth it. Perfecto was really good last stage. There isn't that many options, of course, when there's only 8 teams, only 40 players to pick from. Who's like the cheapest? Tag at 129. I could, of course, say that NIP lose to Face Clan. I mean, the other way around, that Face Clan lose to. I don't think that's the most common result. If you didn't see, by the way, I did just post my pick'ems for this stage of the tournament. I think Snoppy or Modern go for. Well, first of all, go just Mod and Spinks for ends. I think that makes a good amount of sense. If I want to go for something a bit more risky, I could go Furia, actually, now that I think of it, because they have maybe the easiest matchup of the first ones. Although, of course, I shouldn't underestimate Spirit, but I have to expect that Furia is going to beat them. I think all the matchups are going to be quite close, but that could be the most... That's the one where I feel like I'm probably the most confident and that they're going to win. I'm just kind of throwing players in here just to see what I can do. I think Face Clan probably should. Although, if I want to go for riskier picks, Ensign Furia. I mean, it makes sense to go for one of Face or Navi probably as the last one. If I go for like Face, that would drops. I mean, I just don't have the money for this. Fortunately, I should sell one of Yuri Caserado. Probably Yuri sell. How expensive is? Wait. Safe is this inexpensive? Why is safe 147 grand? Okay. Yeah, but I'm going safe for sure then. Actually, I don't see a world where I don't pick safe for this price. I could go Navi. How do I get bit? Grand off bit. And that'd be so good. Electronic could be a good pick actually, because he always steps up. Or usually steps. He didn't really step up last stage, but this is of course arena. This is different. When I can't upgrade another player out of, I mean, what, twist? And this becomes pretty interesting actually. Wait, if I go Yuri? I can go bit, right? Fit and perfect. I forgot that I can just swap that. Of course I could go for like, instead of modern, maybe I should go for a player. For example, like Snoppy, and a bit more cash again. Who would I even use it on? Like electronic, okay. I mean, now we're talking, and now we can go for Caserado again. And this team is kind of nutty, I have to say. Bit electronic, Binks, Save, Caserado, Snoppy. I think this is a good, like, riskier lineup. If I wanted to go for less risk, I would probably go, instead of ends, go for phase. But I always have the chance of, like, I still have both my sells, so I can still sell a couple players. That makes, yeah. I should actually, and I'll bet the wrong thing. Check on my phone which matchups are in, or in which order the matchups are played. Just a second. So first is NCPH and Navi. No, first is Nip Phase, Spirit, Furia. So I should have Furia players not on the bench, which is currently like correctly. Then we have NCPH, Navi Heroic. So I think we just like have Snappy on the bench. For this one, Electronic here, and Snappy on the bench. I think that makes a lot of sense. You just get to have like the two of the best Navi players outside of course, Simple, two of the best Furia players, and the best player on ends, as well as Snappy, who's like, I think Snappy always has the potential to kind of pop off. He has a lot of pop off performances, then he has a lot of weaker performances, but generally speaking, I think he is underrated. I think that makes a lot of sense. So first day we had only Furia playing, so we should captain probably Kiserato. Am I happy with this lineup? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this lineup. I don't know, I think this is kind of bugged. For some reason it shows me the points. That shouldn't stand there until I still have a wipe. Sure, shouldn't have. But either way, thank you guys for watching. I think that's it for this episode. If you've never made an Ego app fantasy lineup yet, you just download the app on your phone. Completely free, of course, and there's some good prizes here as well, just like HLTV Fantasy. It's a bit different. You have to get used to some of the mechanics. I still haven't completely gotten used to all of the mechanics. For example, last stage, I think I forgot to sub in Zaiwu for one of my games. Either way, if you enjoy this kind of content, remember to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.